This is another drive-by with Don. Yesterday I was coaching somebody on how they should coach somebody to get through something that's basically feels unbearable. They're a company that's growing quickly. This guy's a friend of his, and in the course of growing the company, they need several $1 million to keep this thing going because the success of the growth, the jobs they're getting, even though the margins are better than they've been getting in a long time, they don't have the cash to be able to grow the company. And anytime you grow a company, it needs two things: people and money. And there's a number of problems with the people in the business in addition to the money issues. But the discussion my guy and I had about how he's coaching this guy is that they thought they were going to blow up about a year ago. They think they're going to be out of business in 2 weeks. But the reality is, I find when somebody's in an incredibly unbearable situation, typically they can go a heck of a lot longer than they ever thought they could go. And that's the good news about it. The problem is when they lose hope, when they quit striving, when they lose that fire in the belly, that's when the end is in sight. And even though I'm giving you an example from a very difficult situation, whether it's a difficult situation or something much more of a normal trying to work through an issue, people have to have hope of a better future or they won't strive and try and become better. In some ways, I like the situations where it's incredibly painful and challenging and there's a risk of bankruptcy, because then there's no question people need to do something different. However, in other cases, you've got to create that sense of urgency, because without that sense of urgency, nothing is going to happen differently. And I'm actually on my way to one of those meetings right now that they're not in risk of going out of business, but they need to dramatically change their business. They're not getting their sales up, they're not getting their margins up, and the owner's going to have to make a decision to shut down this division the next 6 to 9 months unless these people do something. But we have to light a fire under them now, so we also have to give them hope. That's one of the most critical pieces to this. So make sure you're giving your people hope.